fanboys are behind this.
Who else would it be?
Don't get unhinged.
City Walker, but I have no idea what any of this means. And if I ask her campaign, I'm gonna sound...
Oh my god. Always you're the one who just showed up at my door.
Yeah, but
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys and share the relationship or situationship is better of Lola and Josie on the series called The Girls on the Bus. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I also want to say that this series actually been on my watch list for a while. I definitely didn't get the opportunity to watch it previously, but I finally did. And to be honest, it definitely delivered what I thought it would. The quality, the acting, the situationship was pretty well represented. But before we get into it, I also want to say thank you so much for all the love and all the support. And let's get right into the review of their relationship. So basically, this series is a political drama that follows four female journalists who follows a very move of pair of fellow presidential candidates finding friendships, love, and also scandal that could take down not just the presidency but also the entire democracy along the way. Josie and Lola are actually characters in this case. I will start with Lola. Lola, she is a journalist, but she's a modern day media type of journalist. She's more like an influential media journalist comparing to the other three ladies who are actually journalists who studied journalism and all of that. So in this case, Lola, she's more like the Gen Z version of a journalist. We all know TikTok, Instagram, all of those. So that's how she is actually, part of this campaign, because she brings a different view for the, compared to the other journalists. So that's how she actually get close to the girls, because the girls are, journalists. So they kind of give the different type of, point of views on different type of topics when it comes to different beliefs and just things that you see differently from the other or previous generation. So that's actually very nice. But of course, Lola, she went through a very difficult situation that actually brought her to this point where she's an influencer, because she witnessed something very tragic that really basically modeled her whole career and life as well. And she actually speaks about it, on one episode, which I would highly recommend you also go ahead and go watch that episode. So as things can see, you can see that Lola is starting to feel, to feel the roots of this new campaign that she's working on. And the reason why she's also there is because she gets paid, 8 campaigns, which generates her money. So that's how she is, keeping her head afloat, because her manager is helping her with this case. But this is some other, situations that go on. I want to focus on how, in this case, Josie come in the picture. Josie actually comes in the picture because she was actually working for a candidate that, Lola was barely, she was actually rooting for. She's actually someone that she was, okay, I want her to be our presidential candidate. So in this case, Lola was, working for her so that her viewers can vote for this specific person. And then Josie ends up working for this specific person. So they actually end up coming together. So at the beginning, you can see that Josie was very educated towards Lola. She presented herself to Lola, and Lola was also very direct when she actually met Josie, basically making clear, like, I want me and you to be a thing. So that's exactly what happened. They became a thing very quick. But of course, at this point, with everything going on, the campaign, the elections, both of them having to work, it actually came to a point that no, they decided, we're not gonna date, we're not gonna take anything serious, we're just gonna let things go with the flow, and wherever it leads, it goes, and if it doesn't, it's okay. So after that, you can clearly see that, Lola, she ended up hooking up with someone, with a guy, but, she quickly realized that she didn't want to be with the guy. She ended up calling Josie and actually asking her out to a date, and that's where they went out on a really, like, first date, even though they didn't showcase it, but, the storyline says they went out on a date. So after the date, they started to spend a lot of time together. You can start to see that, in this case, Lola, she was working less. Her manager was calling her like, hey girl, what's up? You haven't been posting the way you've been posting. You need to keep posting, because the sponsors, want you to post the products and all of that. But at this point, Lola and Josie, they were just spending a lot of time together. So that was kind of affecting also Lola's, how can we say, quote unquote, job. So after that, things got also more intense with each other, until things quickly took a turn because here is things got interesting. So basically, Lola, she was, watching a speech of the candidate that Josie works for, and they got into altercation and argument, and of course that really affected the candidates votes a lot, because at this point, Lola, she was not, telling people, or even, explaining why people should vote for her, for that specific candidate. So there was actually creating a situation between Lola and Josie, because it's like I said, Josie works for this person, and now Lola's people who she is influencing to vote for this person won't vote for her anymore, because they got into a situation. And of course it came to a point, even though Josie, she had genuine intentions towards Lola, she knew that she would have to choose between her situation with Lola, or not only that, her keeping her job. So Josie comes up with this idea in basically to manipulate Lola, to get her to do something that she did really wanted to do. So basically Lola's viewers started to turn on her, and it wasn't a good fit for her. So Josie, actually went into Lola's Instagram, changed her password to put her in a situation that the only way that she can make things right with her viewers is by, in this case, making peace with the candidate. So Josie came up with this plan, gave her everything she has to ask the candidate. And of course, Lola was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. It doesn't seem right to me. This goes against everything I believe in. But Josie was like, hey, just do it. You can really just, go apologize and ask these questions. It's really important for me to keep my job. And Lola was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, because just to make things clear, there was actually a conversation between Josie and Lola that after this whole campaign is over, that they will, travel together and spend more time together, that it wouldn't just be a thing, a fling, it would be something more out of, this whole campaign. But things didn't go this way. Just to sum it up, not to make a long story, short, basically, Josie betrayed Lola because she was interested in her viewers. She was interested in, what she has to offer, and she basically manipulated her. After Lola found out that Josie actually was the reason why, she got locked off her accounts, why she was the one who set everything up, she actually went to Josie and told her, Lola told Josie, like, hey, right now what you're doing, I found out you did it. That's so mean from you, and you know what's gonna happen. Your candidate is gonna lose. After this, you're gonna go home and you're gonna remember me, and you're gonna call me years after this. And when you call me, I will tell you basically to leave me alone, because what you did was wrong. You manipulated me. I found out the truth. And the fact that Josie even didn't have a reaction to it, that was something that surprised me. She didn't even try to defend herself or explain herself to Lola to say, hey, I had to do it, even though previously she said that the reason why she's doing it is because, she wants to keep her job. But the fact that Lola was so blunt and it's just so clean towards Josie, it was like, yeah, she definitely ain't gonna go back to her. You guys get it? So yes, I know it might sound confusing the way I'm explaining, but if you guys want to know more, I will highly recommend you also go ahead and go watch it. And before we go, I want to say it's actually available to watch on HBO Max. There's one season available, and once again, it is called Girls on the Bus. And yes, the storyline situationship is between Josie and Lola. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, because like I always say, your opinion does matter. And I've also activated the super stickers to the channel, just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. Until the next video, and goodbye.